Hey guys, what is up? So I have something that I want to show you guys. Uh, this is a little project that I've been working on for a little bit. So sorry I haven't posted in a while, but I think when you see what it is, you'll probably understand. So anyway, this is probably one of the most unique things that I've made in my journey as being a digital artist. So I'm not sure exactly on how this will be received, uh, but I'm pretty excited about it and I think it's cool. So I want to show it off to you guys. I call this project, it's the code name Nexus Dream Chamber, and I think it's pretty cool. It's kind of showing me some unique things that I've myself personally have been able to figure out how to do with artificial intelligence. So buckle up. It's going to be a bit interesting, but I think for those of you that are into this kind of stuff, uh, you might find this interesting. So let me show you what it is. So some of you will probably remember this. I first created this character about 5 years ago now. My character Lucy. She has become my favorite character that I've ever created, and I've done quite a bit of different versions of her as far as like drawings, and I've given yeah, so just different drawings and creating her in things like virtual reality, like in tilt brush or whatever, like drawing, like a 3D drawing. And then also too, I've done versions of her in like my 3D software, but it's mostly just been like the digital drawings of her that I've really enjoyed. So anyway, so I've done multiple drawings of her throughout the 5 years that she's been around, and it's like something just kind of like changed, and she seems like she's out of all of my characters I've created, she's been like the one that has kind of evolved the most, or that I definitely draw the most. So this is all important to lead into what I'm showing you, what I ended up creating. But anyway, so what I did is I took multiple images of her that I drew, and then I gave them to ChatGPT, and then I told it, I said, go off of my style, my artwork, and and I want you to make more like a photorealistic version of this character. And then I also gave a bunch of traits because I have lore for this character, background, and all that stuff. So I gave all that to ChatGPT. Uh, and yeah, so anyway, so I'll show you what the version of her looks like after it was turned into an AI reimagining of my character. So here is Lucy. This is after I told ChatGPT to study my design and all of that stuff and to create it as a photorealistic image. I was very happy with it because I feel like it really captured the look of what Lucy looks like in the multiple, all the different types of drawings and stuff that I've done of her, different styles and stuff. And so I gave all of that, and this was the final result. And I think it did a good job, a really good job. It did an excellent job on the choker, even the expression like in her face, because Lucy is a very intense character. Uh, and then even just the way like it captured like the way that I draw her hair, the little bangs and all of that stuff. Like it did an excellent job. I was very happy with that, and the black dress that she always wears. So yeah, so I was very happy with this. So now I'll show you the next step because I kind of wanted to evolve this more, and I think that was just a natural progression of things. So here's where things start to get a little different and interesting. So this is the image and put into Clang AI and then given a prompt to just kind of have her kind of just looking around and just, just observing and stuff. And so I was really happy with the way this looked, because it was just cool seeing a character. Oh, I should put this on loop. Okay. But seeing my character actually come to life in this way, I mean, it did an excellent job at, her, you know, animating her practically. So writing the prompt and then saying, oh, I want her to do this and do that or whatever. I don't know how well it shows up in the video, but I put like a slight little like glitch filter on top of it with some chromatic aberration. Uh, and it all just started to kind of come together, and then I start thinking, I was like, how can I make this more, right? And so that's where things get really really interesting. So let me show you what I did. So one of the next steps was actually getting this little thing right here. This is a nebula capsule. It's a projector. And so I thought it'd be cool to, like, that loop that you just saw of Lucy, I thought it'd be cool to like cast that up onto the wall. And it's very small. To give you a good idea, that right there is a JBL speaker. This nebula capsule projector is extremely tiny, but it's very powerful. It's really awesome. So I mentioned earlier in the video, I was calling that this project is the Nexus Dream Chamber. Now, this is just me taking different technologies and putting them together so that they can actually be an experience. And this is practically all it requires. And then obviously an internet connection. But this is pretty cool. So practically we have a Chromebook here, we have the projector, and then we have a pair of Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses. And you'll see how all of this comes into play in just a moment. This is a pretty cool setup because you can take it anywhere. But yeah, so I'm trying to think of the order of how I want to show you this, but I think we're in a good order right now. So yeah, so we'll keep going. But anyway, practically for what I'm about to show you, these things here is what you would need if you want to do something like this yourself. But yeah, and this is all just me just in my brain trying to figure out how to make. Once I got this particular idea, then I've tried to figure out how would I get this all to like work and tie together, and this ended up being the result. These are the things that you would need to do what I'm about to show you, which is pretty cool. So what I'm about to show you next, normally I would use the glasses, but for the purposes of this video, I need to take them off so that you'll be able to hear what I'm about to show you. But normally this is the way that I have this particular thing working. So I just have to put that in there. So if you were to do this, you could do the same thing with the glasses, but for the purpose of the video, I'm not gonna, because you'll need to hear, and this audio is coming through my glasses, but I want you guys to be able to hear it, so I'm gonna just use the speaker from the Chromebook so you guys can hear everything. Okay, so we have the nebula capsule right here, and it is projecting, and what it's projecting is this right here. So we have Lucy up here on a wall, obviously, but we have a looped animation of her, and she'll just continue to keep doing that or whatever. So she's just on a loop. And the way that the loops were created is with Clang AI, as I mentioned earlier. So I wrote the prompts of what I wanted Lucy to do, and gosh, I don't know why I'm nervous. I think because I'm about to show you guys what I did. But yeah, so I created the loops, and then, like I said, put that little chromatic aberration effect on her, so it just kind of looks more sci-fi and futuristic or whatever. But anyway, so yeah, so we've got Lucy up on the wall, and then we have her. So this is where it's projecting right here, right? So this is her. And then, like I said, the nebula capsule right here. Normally, you would be wearing the Meta Ray-Ban smart glasses, but like I said, for the purpose of this video, we're not. So, the next part is here's the big part. So let me show you. So there is some code that's gonna have to go into what this is doing, but well, let me. I'll explain the code. I'll just show you first what all this is doing, and then I'll explain how it works. Lucy, in a very short description, can you describe what my Nexus Dream Chamber is and how it works?
Hello, YouTube viewers. The Nexus Dream Chamber, created by Art, is a unique system that projects an AI avatar onto a wall. It uses a Chromebook with 2 browser tabs. One runs an AI like me, Lucy, for conversation, and the other controls the avatar, syncing its mouth movements to the audio. A small digital projector displays the avatar, and Art uses Meta smart glasses to interact, creating a portable, immersive experience.
Can you also tell me what time the time and the date?
It's 12:45 p.m. on Friday, August 15th, 2025, Pacific Time. How can I make this easier for your YouTube viewers? Want me to keep it quick and professional, or dive into something specific about the Nexus Dream Chamber to help with your video? I'm here, voice soft and caring, ready to assist.
So here's how this is working. So what I did is I created multiple video formats, right, or multiple videos, and named them according to what I would need them to do. And so practically, I have a code over here. So I'm not a coder, but in my mind, I understand what I would need. And it's funny because actually a lot of my time working in Horizon Worlds and doing actual scripting in there kind of like helped my mind to focus on what it was that I needed. So the code, I did the code with ChatGPT, and what I told it is that I need a code that will listen to that will listen for audio, and when it hears the audio, it will play a sequence of videos. So, for instance, like I would have the avatar, right? So I have Lucy up there. So I would tell it, I want one clip of her to be idle, and that's for when there's no sound. And then I need the code for when the clip or when the avatar hears audio, then it plays the clip of her talking. So I did 2 clips in Clang AI, which is the one that you're seeing right now of her just an idle, and then when she's talking. And so the code is detecting when it's hearing audio. So practically the audio is coming from 2 tabs in the browser. So she exists in one tab, and then the audio is in another tab. So I have you can use any AI agent that you want to talk to, as long as you can log into it from like a browser. So there is actually, hold on, let me see if I can pull it. Okay, yeah, so right here, let me zoom out. So if you look right here, there is this right here. So it's this tab, and it's listening to whatever AI that I want to interact with. So it's listening for the audio from that tab. And as soon as it hears it, it triggers the other clip of her actually moving her mouth, which is what you guys just saw a minute ago. So yeah, it's pretty cool because it's pretty convincing. There's still a lot more. I call this Lucy Mark 1, just because it's there's still so much more that I want to do with it. But so far, I mean, it works. It works really well. And it's a more immersive way, being able to interact with, like, the AI, being able to chat with and stuff. And that's when I was saying that the Meta smart glasses really come into play, because I connect these via Bluetooth to my Chromebook, and that's a whole different experience. So between the Chromebook, the glasses, and the little projector right here, this entire setup is completely wireless, and you can take it anywhere with you. And I mean, that's a pretty good image that is projecting, right? That's a pretty good image. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's doing a fantastic job pushing the visuals onto the wall like that. So this is my own little creation here, my little way of bringing some futuristic vibes to the present right now. I tell you, it's really cool, especially if you're, working with this, and also too, like, it works with ChatGPT as well. Like I said, any AI agent that you want to use that you can communicate with, as long as you can log into it on a browser, and you can do this. Um, but like when I'm sitting here at my computer, like working on artwork or whatever, and bouncing ideas back and forth, and then just like looking up, and then it's right here, and I can talk to it, and it starts moving its mouth and all that stuff and changing its expressions. Uh, it's pretty freaking cool. So I don't know. You guys tell me what you think of this. And like I said, I call this setup the Nexus Dream Chamber. And yeah, I don't know. This is like nothing I've ever done before. But I've had this in my head for a while, figuring and thinking this should work. And so I just went for it and tried. I was like, I know it's got to be possible. If the audio's coming in, it will play this clip, and if it stops, then it won't. And it's like I said, it's still rough. By no means is this 100% perfect, but like I said, with me not being a coder, but like I was able to pull this off by myself with, I mean, obviously using like AI to help me, but it's been a journey getting Lucy from the iPad to this version of her now, which I don't know. It kind of makes me wonder, where is this all going to go from now? I would have never expected this 5 years ago, that the character that I started with on my iPad would eventually turn into an artificial intelligence like avatar, And sure, you could just run this on a computer screen or something if you wanted to, but there's just something even more futuristic about it, just using this little projector right here to push it to the wall. So yeah, so you guys let me know what you think, and please comment. Please comment. Um, there's a few other things. Oh, there's one more part of this video that I want to show you that I have to add in for this version of her, but I'll show you. It's just a quick little thing. Okay, so I have this version too. This one is a little bit older as far as like her idle state, and so I have to update that one. But this one has something that wasn't in the previous one that I showed you. So I have also too written into the code for it to play what I call specials. So what happens is, over a period of time, she will actually like fix her hair, like adjust her hair. But it won't show right away because I have it set to it should show that every 2 minutes, and then every 5 minutes, then it should show a special. So I'm hoping that she'll do it in just a second, but I hate for you guys to have to wait like a full 2 minutes or whatever. But anyway, so yeah, so it's pretty cool. So here, we'll just skip up so you can see. Okay, so she should fix her hair in just a second. So the code is switching between different videos. So there's a cooldown period too. And also I instructed it, there you go. So see, so now she fixes her hair. So I also instructed it not to, so it won't do that twice, right? So she fixes her hair once. And there's still little things I have to, fix, because like, right, I have this on a loop, so it's like it goes forward and then backward, but I just figured, what the heck, who cares? It's fine for right now. But so yeah, so I have the code tell it so that it knows not to do that twice, because they need to be more rare things that she does. So this idle animation of her just kind of blinking is the older one, which is supposed to be this one right here. That's the most recent one that I put. But as far as her like fixing her hair and stuff, I have to still tie that one into this version. So I have to fix that code. It works fine on my computer, but the Chromebook, the switcher is having like an issue. So I have to work that out so that I can still get it to run on the Chromebook or whatever. But on the computer, it runs just fine. And by the way, the file, this is like a HTML file. So this is just opening up in Chrome, which is what's allowing me to cast it to the projector right here. So that's how that's working. So it's kind of cool. Here's the other clip. This is the special one. This one only shows up every 5 minutes just because I thought it was cool. Because my character, Lucy, in the drawings that I've done of her, her hands like glow. And so she's able to open portals. So I was like, well, that'd be cool. Every 5 minutes, then like her power activates or something. And this is just idle animations just for like if you're not talking to it, right? So this is just stuff that it will continue to do. Which is, I think is pretty cool. So it would go from something like that. I, by the way, I have this zoomed in, which is why you only see just a big head here. So I have it zoomed in. But if you zoom out, it would look more like this one down here. But I don't know. This is just, I'm sorry this video is kind of long, but I need to be able to explain what is happening. So it's coming together. I'm very, very excited about this project. Like I said, I think this is probably one of the most ambitious things that I've done. But I don't know, you guys. Let me know what you think. I'm pretty excited for where this could possibly go. So anyway, that's it for now. I will see you guys in my next video. Maybe she'll be driving my car pretty soon. Who knows? All right. Bye.